there was a big debate about who should win the title. And Bruce Pritchard, Court, me, and I think Lagana all were like, Ray, after Eddie's death, Ray needs to do this. And Vince was like, and I swear to God, he said it exactly like this, he will never be my champion. Because he didn't think he was super heroic, and who knows why.
The big thing with him is also no one would believe in a guy as a world heavyweight champion of his stature.
Yeah. Too small.
So we ended up, Kurt ended up getting brought in, and we did that whole thing, and we're coming up to the Royal Rumble, and we're pushing. Hey, Ray's a good idea. And Vince was like, no, goddammit, he's never going to win the Royal Rumble. But at any rate, continuing with the story, so Ray wins the Royal Rumble, yay, all is right with the world. Literally Raw the next day, Vince is already like, God damn it, how do we get this guy out of the main event at Mania? Fuck. And Ray and, pretty much the rest of the room, staff leading the charge, everybody raised their hands. And Vince literally looks over, and I felt like he was looking at me, but he probably looked at me and Dusty, and was like, what the fuck are you thinking? Of course Ray's got to win. God damn it. So after Vince comes into the creative meeting with Steph, who is looking crestfallen, and says to Brian and Dave, and there was no ECW at that point, so Brian and Dave and the teams underneath them, so Vince, goddamn guys, we've hired Vince Russo back. He's going to come in. He's going to be in charge of creative. Treat him well. And that was the end of the meeting. There was nothing else.
Treat him well.
Next day, Russo comes in, and again, I am not privy to this. I am repeating hearsay, so keep that in mind. Russo comes in and basically talks to the whole team for an hour about how he wants to strip everyone, and Vince is just sitting at the head of the table kind of nodding vacantly. He wants to strip every champion of their titles and do some kind of tournament and
involving a poll,
possibly put someone in a vest, and anyway, the meeting goes all the way through. Vince says, goddamn, thanks very much, this is really good shit, and everybody leaves.
He just didn't know, he wasn't familiar with Shannon, regardless of, I guess, the guy being there for a few years. I'm not trying to punk out Vince on this, but this is the story. And then, as Andrew's saying, he has this, they set the stage to do these edgy subway vignettes or whatever they were, and then they drop him and make him give his first match in New York, and Vince is watching it, and he gives the word to the ref in the ring that, okay, Shannon's a heel now. And tell Shannon to be a fucking heel and get some good heat.
God damn it, be a fucking heel.
And I forget who came up with the line. I believe it was DJ said DX has to end the vignette with Vince saying, I want these motherfucking DX off my motherfucking plane. And you beep the fucks, obviously. And we pitched it to Vince. Snakes on the Plane had just come out, and there was all that year-long press about Snakes on a Plane. And we pitched the line, and the whole table's laughing. And Vince, God damn it, why would I want to attach my name to a fucking failure of a movie?
They really wanted to get Peter Gabriel to come and play his show, which is an indictment of consumer culture at WrestleMania, big time.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I mean, I remember KD showing tape of how a live performance with this dude goes, and how he was like, "Look at it, it's great. He's a showman. Look." And
this is like, oh goddamn.
We've been the longest reigning tag team champions. We just had this amazing match. We've beaten the Hardys. We've beaten these guys. We just won this ladder match. We get no respect, and it literally fell on deaf ears. And within 2 weeks, even with the Mercury storyline, the Mercury and Jeff Hardy thing, or Matt Hardy, that was sort of swept under the rug. Like, we have bigger fish to fry, bigger main events to deal with. And I wrote an entire show around that angle, and they were just like, oh, God damn it, nobody gives a shit.
Either RuPaul or Vito were the two toughest men to ever wear a dress, and we may have worked the final results a little bit.
I see. Now,
No, it came from Vince. He was like, God damn, he's the toughest man ever to wear a dress. We've got to say that a lot. And Lagana and I are standing and watching the monitor as the match is going on, because Randy is going to, there's some kind of screw in the match. It wasn't going to be a clean Randy finish, but Randy and Taker are working on TV, and Taker hits Randy with the choke slam, and we're like, this is strange. And Taker gets down and covers Randy, and we're like, this is very strange. Well, he'll kick out at 2. 1, 2, 3, it's over, and we're just like, what the fuck? It killed our entire angle. Like, I went ballistic. It was one of the many screaming fights that Vince and I had. God damn it, Alex, what do you know about the fucking business? How did Vince recover from the set falling on him? Probably one day they were like, Kevin Dunn was like, Vince, we need you on TV, because he's sort of sycophantic that way.
Yeah.
And Vince was like, wow, my ego's really stroked by getting on TV. God damn, I do need to be on TV. And O'Brien, the Trish Mickey James angle back in 2005 and 2006. Mm-hmm. And I remember, I'm a guy writing women's dialogue, and I remember Vince looking at me and saying, God damn, we need a woman to write this stuff. Why are you doing it, pal?
After, I don't remember. And Piper was going to ask Taker, are you afraid of the Great Khali? And Taker was going to back Piper into the corner with his, he would choke him, then let go and walk away. Not answer the question, but you think, is he or isn't he? Was he mad about the question? And Taker didn't like the creative. He thought it made his character look weak, which I understood, but I thought it was an interesting way, for the character to show some weakness, only eventually to overcome the giant. And Vince loved it. He loved it on Sunday, loved it on Monday, he loved it. Did not love it on Tuesday when Taker told in front of the group, told everybody that it was shit.
Yes, and by writing on the back of his run sheet, this is shit, and just holding it up like one of the guys at a sporting event who holds up the scorecards, just holding it up at Vince through the meeting. So the thing that hosed fucking Dave on this is Vince wasn't just okay with this. He was full on, up to being on the plane to the event, saying, God damn, I don't give a fuck if Taker doesn't like it, that's where we're going.
We had a birthday party for Pat Patterson. I was kind of cleaning up some plates after. Vince was going over some notes, sees Lashley walk by and goes, God damn, put that guy on TV. I'm like, sure. He's like, no, tonight.
Sounds like Vince.
So we just put him on TV. I found Simon Dean, told him, hey, you're going to be going out there tonight, throw an open challenge out there, and Bobby Lashley's going to come out and beat you in 30 seconds.